we're going to explain it all for a moment. Can you just turn around? I'm going to put you in handcuffs. Okay?
I have dogs. What is happening?
How many dogs?
No, seriously, what is happening?
We will explain it all in just a minute. How many dogs?
What's up, tribe? Today we're covering a feminist who did the unthinkable with her own dogs. I'm pretty sure you all know what that is. Now, for copyright purposes, we are giving credit where credit is due, and have the original link for the video in our description box, so you can enjoy that too. I know this is a reactionary channel, so let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. And man, this is a doozy.
7?
Yeah.
In that thing?
Yeah.
Dang, girl.
Well, because we're trying to get rid of 2 puppies at the moment. So.
Yeah. Okay.
What is happening?
We'll explain it all in just a moment. Do those dogs bite or anything?
No, they don't.
Okay. I'll get you to step back here to my car. Right back here. Yeah. I'm careful. There's an anthill right there. I'm gonna have her search you real quick. Okay. I don't have gloves on. We're executing a search warrant.
For what?
The detective will come over and talk to you in just a few minutes. Okay. And she'll explain it all. But I'm gonna have her search you real quick. Do you have anything on you that'll stick me, poke me, hurt me, anything like that?
Clear traffic and release EMS. 2-4.
What is happening?
Watch that anthill, so spread it right.
No, it's 10-8, 10-33, station cleared at 1106.
What the is happening?
We're gonna explain it all.
Now, Harab says she has no idea why police busted into her house. You also heard her say she lives with her fiance, and they have 7 dogs. All of them are inside the trailer. The detective then has Harab join her in the car to talk about a tip that came in about some very alleged disturbing behavior online.
Once we get these cyber tips, we view the cyber tip, and if we confirm it to be CSAM or child pornography,
Yeah.
then we work it appropriately, correct? We investigate it.
Yeah.
So in this case, we got a cyber tip from Snapchat where an account was in possession of child pornography.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you know anything what I'm talking about right now?
Yes.
Okay. Would you mind telling me?
So I found this website, and you start talking to those people.
Harab claims that she was allegedly sent CSAM material by other people on a website. And when it came to Snapchat, she says that people would add her and then just send her CSAM material. Now, she claims she blocked those people online who were sending her that material because she just wasn't into it.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, stop texting me, stop calling me, stop doing all that. Like, it got too much. And I was like, I'm just staying off that website. So, like, I just haven't touched any of that since.
Which website was that?
It was called Luxure.
Luxure?
Like, Luxure.
URE? Okay.
I think it's Luxure TV. Or it's just Lecture, but it's one of them. And it's literally just a website that I found randomly searching one day, and I was like, well, some of this is kind of hot, but some of it's like a little too much. And I was like, I don't know about it, so I never.
It's always someone else, it's never you. Typical attack the feminist movement. Never take responsibility for any of your actions. Blame it on a man. And if a man's not present, just blame it on a man who's on the internet. Typical feminist tactic right there.
Stop.
What would you say was on the website? Like, what do people go for?
It's just porn on there.
So it's porn?
Like, yeah. It's just a porn site. And it was a free one, so I was like, since Pornhub got shut down, I was like bored.
Were
just
they
exploring on it?
Okay. And you said they were sending, who was sending you?
I don't know.
things?
These are like random people that you can talk to off of there. but they have different account names, so I don't know exactly, like, who it was.
When
Her name, like, I don't know their name. They're reading them to me, I don't know.
Okay. And when they sent these to you, what did you do at that point?
Blocked them. I immediately blocked them because I was like, I don't want to see this type of stuff.
Okay.
So
what about on Snapchat?
They're like I said, they're just random people that I added back on Snap because they added me. And then they would send me this stuff, so then, like...
So police are hearing this, and I want to remind you, they know everything. The data they pull off the internet in cases like this, it is incredibly detailed. And police do not appear to be buying the narrative that Harab was just sent these illegal videos online by others.
You know, there are two sides to every story, and now is your chance to tell that side of the story. This is all I work, our internet crimes against children cases. I've interviewed hundreds of people in the same seat that you're sitting in now. So I've heard everything in the book, from pornography addiction that went south, and then before I realized that I had a problem, and I was into some really and I know it's a problem, and I've tried stopping to, I like this, it's just what I like, I'm ashamed of it, but it's my sexual preference, to all sorts of stuff. So, you know, now is your only time to kind of establish the narrative that you want to write. The good thing about our job is we really don't need anything from you. We have all of the, you know, computer evidence doesn't lie. IP addresses don't lie. None of that lies, but we care about what you have to say, which is why we're sitting here talking to you in a nonchalant way. So definitely don't try to fool us or lie to us in any way, because we know the truth. Definitely just make this as a time when you can kind of finally get this off your chest and kind of tell the truth of kind of what's been happening in your life.
I don't have a reason to lie.
Now, Harab claims she is telling the truth, but detectives then start pulling the receipts, and they tell Harab that they believe that she had a picture of a child as young as 4 months old being sexually abused on her phone.
Okay, do you know where you got that photo?
I honestly don't. I don't
shared on your
remember. I'm
memories.
gonna be real. I smoke, so I don't remember.
What do you smoke?
What do you?
Marijuana. I've had anxiety since my accident last year.
Now, I also want to add something to what this guy has been saying. Notice how that when every time they asked her a straightforward question, she dances around it. Like, she doesn't give a straightforward answer in response. She just dances around it and trying to find a way to avoid answering. Like, that's not a typical tactic we see from the feminist movement, where you ask them a straightforward question, instead of answering it, they just dance around the question to avoid answering it. Typical feminist tactic.
So it helps me sleep, it helps me not have nightmares anymore.
Okay.
So when Snapchat captures this information and sends it to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, I mean, they send everything. So Snapchat even reports that on March 2nd, 2025, you saved this file to your memories.
Law enforcement redacted Harab's answer to that question. Certainly it's a gotcha moment in this case, showing that she allegedly didn't just see the material that was allegedly sent to her, she says, on her phone, but they say she saved it.
I've been thinking about therapy for a while. I'm just scared to go.
Like a sexual, like, deviant addiction, where you just...
I think it was just like porn gone wrong. Like I said, like I think I was just browsing one day and I found it and I was like, I don't know.
Now, Harab is just passing off the CSAM material like they're explicit pictures that she saw online and she just moved on. Let me tell you, I have the case report here, and it details all of the alleged images that police say they found on her phone. And they are so graphic and so disturbing, I can't share them with you here, but I can promise you they are the type of images that someone can't just pass off as something they just didn't like and didn't want to see online and did nothing about it. Detectives then bring up some twisted conversations they say that Harab allegedly had about children online.
get more information.
You know how you have a conversation and you think it's just going to go away because you blocked that person? Like, that's literally how I thought it was going to happen, because I blocked these people, that this would just, like, go away.
I also want to point out something here, too. These types of women, the feminists in her bathrobe, these are the exact same type of women who constantly are promoting the message that men are the dominant sexual predators on the planet. And although I admit that there are men who use women for their bodies, the majority of them are called sex tourists, I also acknowledge that they're being honest about it, about their intentions. And they're providing a reason that's backed up by medical doctors, which is, hey, finding a safe and legal means of satisfying a biological need. That's literally what it is all about. Women like this, on the other hand, who are using sex as a weapon, as well as sex to promote a message to make money, that's a different story entirely. When men seek out sex, it's for the purpose of satisfying a biological need. It's not for any ulterior motivations. It really is not.
Okay. And clearly it didn't.
Now, I know that, just like he said in the cyber tip, it was saved. That picture of the photo of the baby was saved. So you said you do not recall where you got it? Okay. And you don't recall which website? Because it was, like I said, on Snapchat.
Luxure.
So
like,
when
it's probably Luxure.
Well, you would have to put it on your Snapchat to save it to Snapchat. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like if you're downloading it from that website.
You have to get the person's thing for them to send you the snap. So it was probably a snap thing that he sent. And then it probably...
So is that photo still going to be on the phone, do you think? Okay. Going to be any other photography, photos, or videos? And again, I'm just trying to...
No.
And you were 100% sure about that?
Yes, I'm 100% sure. I'm 1,000% sure on that.
Hey, I like to hear that.
Yes, we do.
What I don't want is I don't want you to establish yourself as a liar.
No.
I don't want that for you, because then your credibility is shot, because we've had tons of people in the past say, you're not going to find anything.
I know.
And then
I know. I watch all your guys' shows. Like, I know.
Credibility. That's another thing that also points out that I want to point out here. From my observation, that's a lot of reasons why a lot of men, including myself, decide to get away from overseas. It's not that we have anything against women, it's just that, hey, when you take a look at this whole thing that the women who participate in the feminist movement are doing, they say they want gender equality, but when you actually start asking yourself the real big questions on, hey, what's stopping women here in the West from doing whatever it is they want that's not entirely 100% biologically related? The more you get that answer to that question, you start realizing that, hey, these types of women credibility goes completely out the window. You start noticing that women who participate in this, they don't stand for anything. They don't believe in anything. They don't value or appreciate anything. They just want men to fight. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is.
No.
But, like,
I know, you got a problem.
I'm just scared.
I know.
And I know this is a lot to go through. I understand that. But again, we truly do care what you have to say.
I know.
Because if we just went off of, didn't want to get any part of your story, we wouldn't understand that you said you have anxiety, and it's you're just now getting to leave the house again, and you get your nightmares, and we didn't know that about you, right? So understanding that is important to us. It truly is. Because I care what you have to say. Detective Rao cares what you have to say. Okay? Now, when's the last time do you think that you saw anything that you deemed to be under 18?
Do you still have Telegram downloaded to your phone?
Not downloaded to my phone. I deleted that like 2 months ago, maybe? 3? I don't know. 2 to 3. now.
Okay.
But, like...
Detectives then shift their attention to the concerns about her dog.
So there was a guy that showed me, like, his bestiality fantasies, and I was like, oh, like, this is kind of where it went wrong, because it was like, but, yeah.
Is that, and when you were referring to the guy, was it I Hates Media?
No,
FCKU?
it was a different guy who showed me that part.
Okay. Do you recall sending one of those videos to this guy, I Hates Media, FCKU?
No, I don't know who that is at all.
Well, I have chats on here of you
No,
talking
I
to
mean,
him.
I don't know the person.
Okay.
That's not the person who showed me.
Okay. So, tell Sarge it's not going through. Will you?
Yeah, let me,
He's texting me. I have chats on here, though, of... with him, he's requesting, or, you know, y'all were talking about how many dogs that you had, all of that, right? So, you said at the time that you had 3 females at this time. Now, I can see you have, looks like a puppy in there, too, right?
No. Uki?
Is he not? One? Yeah, is he not a puppy?
No, she's full grown.
Oh,
She's
my
25
goodness.
pounds. She's 25 pounds. She's our smallest one, and I'm like, I don't know how you're that small. But she's... Okay, so we've had Izu, Whiskey, Freyr, Raijin, and then we had Uki, but the puppies were not planned. So Raijin, Uki, and the 2 girls in there were not planned.
Okay.
They've kind of been a secret because we're not really supposed to have so many here.
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard to hide 7 huskies.
No, actually, it's not, because they all look like their dads. So, like, when we bring them out...
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay, so it kind of
works out. But I can't really find anybody to take those 2, but they're already bonded together, and I don't want to see them, like, separated.
Mm-hmm.
So, the other 5 are ours. It was mom, dad, Izu first, and then the 2 puppies.
Okay, so she has 7 dogs in that one trailer. Yeah, ma'am, you really need to get rid of those. You really do. You really do. And as for the reason why I, for one thing, this is happening, it's probably for the exact same reason why I think sex work is going to end up being legalized, because feminists like this are going to be becoming very overly desperate for money. And let's face it doesn't matter if you're screwed over by your fellow women, it doesn't matter. You still have to pay your bill somehow. You do.
That we kept one of each from each litter, and then that's how that ended up turning out that way.
Okay.
But
so, as far as I know you said that this guy, you don't recall his name.
Not that one in that
not that
screenshot, but I do know the other guy's name that was telling me his bestiality fantasies.
Okay, what was his name? Do you recall?
Patrick.
Patrick
Smith.
Patrick Smith. Okay.
No, he used to live in Appalach.
Okay.
Appalach, Tallahassee, something.
Okay.
Or somewhere over there, but yeah, I met him through not my fiance, but our friends in Appalach.
And so when he was talking about this fantasy, you decided to try it?
What we like.
And we're not judging. We're just here. We really, truly are interested in your side of things. And we want to understand and talk to you about it because we do care. We really do.
According to court records, law enforcement found 20 files on Harab's devices deemed to be bestiality. They say that 4 of them allegedly show her sexually abusing a dog.
How do you think, and this is just an honest question, well, they're all honest questions, but how do you think your dogs feel about that? Do you think you're hurting them, or do you think
Harab's answer to that question, court records show that she allegedly told the detectives she didn't think she was hurting the animal. Detectives then ask her if she has any other questions.
Yeah, what's going to happen next?
So what's going to happen is that we are going to seize all the electronics.
Okay.
Like I said, that's in our search warrant. That's what we do. Our forensic unit is going to...
Alright, that's all I got time for today, everybody. But one thing I want to point out before we close out. Notice how that when the officers are asking questions to her, and they ask her why you are making these decisions, they're all emotional-based answers. They're not logical-based answers. I think there's a lot to be said.